Here's literally every detail about the Meta Quest 3, including some details that no one's mentioned, in less than 7 minutes. The Quest 3 has a new split-style head strap that allows people to wear the headset with ponytails. The controllers now support wireless charging with the new official wireless charging dock, but you can still swap out the single AA battery to get back in a game quickly. The new controllers ditch the tracking ring, making it easier to bring them close together, which makes a significant difference for some games. Since the rings aren't there anymore, the controllers now use infrared LEDs on the controller for tracking, as well as constant hand tracking to improve accuracy. But we'll see how it compares to the dedicated camera tracking on my Quest Pro controllers when my pre-order comes in. Speaking of the Pro controllers, the Quest 3 gets the same True Touch haptics that came on these for much more crisp vibrations. And if you really want to, you can buy these Pro controllers separately to get better tracking when your hands are behind you or right next to your head. But I'd hold off on that purchase until I've had time to test the Quest 3 controllers and let you know if that's even worth the upgrade. Looking back at the headset, we now get pancake lenses which make the headset notably thinner than the Quest 2, offer a wider 110-degree field of view, and most importantly, allow you to finally be able to look around with just your eyes and have everything look clear, similar to on the Quest Pro. On the Quest 2, things start to get pretty blurry as you look towards the corners with your eyes, and that shouldn't be a problem with the Quest 3. The headset is now a bit heavier, but since the headset will sit closer to your face thanks to the pancake lenses, you'll have less of a lever action pushing down, which should help the headset be more comfortable than the Quest 2. The Quest 3 also gets a resolution bump up to 2064 by 2208 pixels, which is more than a 20% increase in resolution. Combine that with the pancake lenses, and you should see a significant upgrade in clarity over the Quest 2. The Quest 3 ships with a 90Hz refresh rate, but you can't turn that up to 120Hz with the experimental features menu. So similar to the Quest 2, but a higher refresh rate compared to the Quest Pro's 90Hz. This will give you super smooth motion, which will help combat any motion sickness. The new IPD adjustment wheel lets you keep your headset on while adjusting the IPD, instead of having to take it off like on the Quest 2 and Quest Pro. As for the IPD range, Meta says it adjusts between 58 and 71 millimeters. In simple terms, this lets you quickly adjust the distance between the lenses to match the distance between your eyes for a clearer image. Speaking of easier adjustments, there's now a button on the inside of the facial interface that allows you to let it out to accommodate glasses. This is a big improvement over having to take the entire facial interface off and install a spacer like on the Quest 2, but still isn't quite as convenient as the adjustment wheel on the Quest Pro. The facial interface itself is still a soft fabric material similar to the Quest 2, but you can buy the optional silicone facial interface if you prefer. The USB-C port and 3.5mm headphone jacks have moved up on the headset and are now inside the band area, which means any previous aftermarket headset straps won't fit without significant modification. The volume rocker remains in a similar location, and we now have 3 charging contacts so the headset can charge on the optional charging dock without having to plug it in. The power button has moved to the left side of the headset and is now a larger circular button, making it easier to find when you're wearing the headset. In terms of performance, the Quest 3 gets the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2, which promises double the graphics performance compared to the Quest 2, and even a substantial increase over the Quest Pro. This allows existing games like Red Matter 2 to get a significant boost in graphics quality compared to the Quest 2. Face and eye tracking did not make it to the Quest 3. The lack of eye tracking means no foveated rendering, which is a feature that tracks your eyes and gives you near PC VR level graphics only where your eyes are looking. I discussed the benefits of this in my deep dive Quest Pro review, and you can check that out with the link at the end of this video if you're interested. Regardless, it's a feature that the Quest 3 will not be getting. But something it will be getting is Wi-Fi 6E for a faster wireless connection that should make a notable difference for streaming PC VR games to the headset, provided you have a Wi-Fi 6E capable router. The Quest 3 gets 8 gigs of RAM, which is 2 gigs more than the Quest 2, but 4 gigs less than the Quest Pro. But I won't know how much of a difference that makes until I test it out for myself. The speakers get a 40% increase in volume, as well as improved bass performance and enhanced clarity. The pass-through view gets a dramatic improvement with 10 times more pixels to show your physical space compared to the Quest 2, and 2 times more pixels compared to the Quest Pro. The Quest 3 also gets 2 full-color cameras with a depth sensor in the middle to give you a significant improvement with mixed reality experiences. So much so that you can now read text on your phone without having to take the headset off. This improvement also allows the Quest 3 to automatically create your play space just by looking around your room. and it allows for mixed reality experiences that are visually enjoyable to play, and even allows the headset to track objects in your room, so you can do things like hide behind your physical couch in a virtual shooting game. Meta's also adding something called augments, which are virtual objects that remain in your physical environment. This will be great for things like calendars, artwork, a large virtual TV, or even portals to your favorite games, basically turning your real home into a virtual home environment when you put the headset on. For battery life, Meta says you can expect 2 to 3 hours on a single charge, and up to 2 more hours if you get the optional Elite strap with battery pack. Charge time for the headset is estimated at 2.3 hours with the included 18-watt charger, but expect longer charge times if you're also charging the Elite battery pack. For optional accessories that you could purchase separately, you get a carrying case, the wireless charging dock, the Elite strap with or without the battery, 2 optional colored facial interfaces, active straps for the controllers, a silicone facial interface, and Zenni optical prescription lens inserts if you don't want to wear your glasses with the headset. You can pre-order the Quest 3 in 2 storage options, 128GB and 512GB. If you're a casual VR player, 128GB will be more than enough. But if you're a hardcore VR gamer, you'll want to spring for the 512GB so you can keep all your games installed. I consider myself a moderate VR gamer, and I ordered the 128GB version. Pre-ordering either storage option will get you Asgard's Wrath 2 for free, but pre-ordering the 512GB version also gives you 6 months of MetaQuest Plus, where you can get 2 free games every month, handpicked by Meta. However, once your subscription ends, you lose access to all the free games you received while being a MetaQuest Plus member. It's similar to Xbox Game Pass, but for VR. Speaking of which, Xbox Game Pass is coming to the Quest soon, so you'll be able to play a bunch of Xbox games on a huge 2D screen inside the headset of your Quest 2, Quest Pro, or Quest 3. And for a limited time, if you use my Newegg affiliate links in the description and pinned comment below, you can get a $15 Meta gift card when you order the 128GB Quest 3, or a $25 Meta gift card when you order the 512GB Quest 3. And that's on top of the other pre-order deals. And you can click here if you want to see my deep dive review of the Meta Quest Pro. And consider subscribing and turning on notifications if you want to see how the Quest 3 stacks up against the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro. That's it for this tech episode. God bless, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.